And so I want to start, though, by recognizing that K.W. Lee is this positioned observer. So he's a chronicler, he's a documentarian of Korean American life in the 70s and 80s. But his response to these events is shaped very much by experiences that set him apart from Korean Americans who arrived post-1965. So his experiences are not atypical, and he himself is not a post-65 immigrant. When I think it is so interesting is when you look at his life, you again and again find him at the center of circumstances and events where logically you would imagine you would find him at the margins. So you find him really exerting agency in the middle of these places where you think, this is a person who really you would imagine would be more marginal. So he's a Korean, for example, who's born in Kaesong, Korea in 1928, when Korea is under Japanese occupation. So he is ethnically marginalized, but becomes one of 3 Koreans who get accepted into a Japanese high school when he's growing up. He immigrates in 1950, so 15 years before Hart-Celler, and he immigrates during a period of time between 1948 and 1950 where really about just 100 people from Korea actually immigrate to the US. So he's not coming into a large population of other Koreans. And then furthermore, he doesn't go to a region like New York or Honolulu or LA or San Francisco where there are historical Korean American communities. He goes to Tennessee, and then he goes to West Virginia. And then there, he gets assigned as a writer to cover a civil rights beat. So he becomes this immigrant Korean reporter reporting on black and white race relations in the 1950s and the 1960s. So another way also in which he is different from people who come post-65 and who he really sort of throws his lot in with as a reporter is that he's not Christian. 70% of Koreans in America are Christian. And he also, unlike most of the post-65 immigrants, doesn't come with family, doesn't come as part of an extended family immigration to the US. So he comes alone. He marries a woman, Peggy Flowers, in Virginia in 1960, and he really is essentially the only Asian immigrant in his multiracial family.